Oh, OMG. The pressure is on a brother today. Here we go. What brother are we talking about? Yes, this is Cambridge Community Television, public access TV, right here in Central Square. And we're discussing that brother right there. Yeah, Brother RA. For all that don't know, hit that YouTube and it brings you to the page. But look at this little nigga right here. You see that? OMG. I'm sticking my fan. He's sticking his... I had him at the radio station way back when. Oh, let's not forget. Wait a minute. Let's understand what this is right here. A squared, that's the man, the male, the vertical line up and down. A squared, he equals a square. Is it a flat square or a cube? And then there's the B squared, or the female. She's the foundation of the family. Okay, that's why I have it there. And so when the two unite, the vertical and the horizontal, A squared plus B squared, and opposite the union of the mother and the father is the child. The child is the whole area of the mother and the father. That's called the Pythagorean theorem in white man's language, but it's on Brother RA's page, and it's a meaning of significance. Now, that I've gotten through this little bit of introduction, and actually, let's do this right now. Since we are here in the studio, and you see my mess of blah, 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 and here we go. I'm doing it on air. Thank you, all my mentors, and thank you, public access television. Which camera am I on? Okay, that says that's the wide shot, so there. But all right, relax. I'm thinking about these thoughts here. You know, how I ended last week's show and so on and so forth. But relaxing into myself. Tell me who I am. I'm reaching deeper into the axis of who I am. This is by Dorothy Roberts. Egypt on the Potomac. The Hidden History of Washington, D.C. The Hidden History of New York, where this woman, Toni Morrison, she's from, who wrote The Bluest Eye. And I saw a film by her this past weekend. And just keep up, pay attention. Let's deal with the calendar, since we're talking about date and time and location. And yes, this is, how do I This particular calendar here. Okay. And this is the picture for this month, the month of May. Can y'all see that? And let's deal with May. First, last week I was on the air, 1863, in the midst of the Civil War, Confederate Congress declares black Union soldiers criminals and authorizes their enslavement or execution. Okay, that was last Wednesday. Let's not get so dramatic. Stay calm. May 5th. We're just talking about what happened this week in melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland structure, value system, where you value a dead slaveholder. And this is how you and I, as melanin dominant people, were viewed and dealt with on a regular basis, and are still. Date and time. Okay, May 5th, 1995. That was just, I remember 95. Alabama resurrects chain gangs. 4 state prisoners this week, influencing several other states to do the same. May 6, 1913. This week, California enacts legislation barring Asian immigrants from owning land, and 15 other states later passed similar laws. All I'm doing is dispersing ignorance, sharing knowledge, and I ain't nobody. I just read a little something. 1955, in Belzoni, Mississippi, NAACP member Reverend George Lee is fatally shot after angering local white people by attempting to register to vote. Am I might possibly doing that with getting kicked off of 4 radio stations? And thank you, Susan Lovely Fleshman, for giving me an opportunity to help counter the conspiracy to destroy black boys through the media. How important is fucking media? Oh, sit the baby in front of the child, watch the TV. I need to go to do this and go to do that. And this message is seeping into the melanin dominant black child's liquid pineal gland of self-esteem and teaches himself or herself hate. Oh no, I need a Jesus. I need a melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a hard calcified pineal gland external energy outside of who I am. And because he was crucified, I get to drink his blood every first Sunday in Union Baptist Church, 874 Main Street. I get to drink Jesus' blood. It tastes like grape juice. In the back corner of the church where Mommy would sit, because Alvita was such a strong-minded, born February 11th. Aquarius would walk down the right side of the church, stomping. Take her seat right in front of the minister, where he would get in front of the podium or whatever you want to call that, as he's raised up 4 or 5 steps and he's preaching the word of God. You need the blood of Jesus to save your sinner, melanin dominant liquid pineal gland, who, if you were taught to submit to an energy outside of yourself, you would do it very good, like Uncle Tom. Yeah, I'm gonna serve me a Jesus Christ. I need to do that. I need me the blood of Jesus. Nana's sitting here watching this shit. I want to grow up, become a reverend. I become Reverend Richard. I get to walk up those 4 steps on the pulpit. That's what it's called, the pulpit. OMG. The pulpit? I mean, we're talking about media information and the distribution of knowledge. And who the fuck are you? Tell me who the fuck I is. Bitch. Fuck with me. Talk about, oh, you need to learn to vote. Register to vote. Register to vote to participate in the government that enslaves your black nigga dumbass to serve a Jesus motherfucking Christ. Oh, Ari, don't talk like that. You're gonna lose viewers. My white girlfriend talk about, I got 20,500 subscribers on my little shit. She writes some poetry. I got 52 subscribers on YouTube. Like I give a fuck. Is it the value of the fucking media and message that I am satisfying for me as one individual? No, I'm no longer divided inwardly. No, I'm putting my Lego blocks up on top of one another, reaching into what it means to have a liquid pineal gland, an element that balances with the surface of the earth, as opposed to a calcified pineal gland. Susan Fleshman, I said thank you for this opportunity. Who knows how long my ass is going to continue to perpetuate media and knowledge. I already got kicked off of 4 radio stations, but thank you, Master Heed Robinson, Arkansas brother, settled down here in New England. I'm able to go over to Roxbury Tai Chi Academy on a regular basis and learn to settle. Into myself as a divine energy with a liquid pineal gland. And as I go through 108 different postures, wait a minute, the configurations of the numbers, the drawings, the meta-netta, that's my whole point. I need to get to the sister who I got to see her film, Toni Morrison. Got to see a white woman's interpretation of this melanin dominant black woman's poetry, using our colonizers' language to communicate a message. Now, I'm talking about balanced energy, yin and yang. Wherever there's yin, there's yang. And with this type of thinking and thought process, How sensitive are we? Wait a minute. Our melanin recessive inbred mutant albino children with that calcified pineal gland control the distribution of the media, control all of the information. Now, I, as Father Nature, Brother RA, I really couldn't expect my calcified pineal gland child to honor and respect who I am as Father Nature. I have a almost 77-year-old melanin dominant black man teaching me to settle in, straighten my spine, level my chin, and go through 108 different postures. Wait a minute, how is that one drawn when you deal with the meta-netta? Or what white folks would call hieroglyphics? That one is drawn. I am that one. I mean, isn't it written in the Bible? Even God said, I am that I am. That I is also drawn like a one. I in one. Can I get deep enough within myself with the liquid pineal gland and understand my divinity? I can't expect a hard calcified white man who's insecure about this and that. And what's the man's name? President Trump, like he gonna trump Brother R.A.? I don't think so. I'm a divine energy. I'm all off topic and all off script. 17 minutes into the show. I took that hit, and I do wish to share, as before I even get to Toni Morrison and the discussion about her, I did the calendar, tell me who I am. Oh yeah, I gotta get to that knucklehead too. Yeah, you remind, oh, and I can't forget, okay, so much to share, so much to say. Toni Morrison, the poet, she was dealing with major issues, and black folks dealing with their self-esteem and self-confidence. And the white woman who had the responsibility, Rain, that's her name, Rain, she made the film of Toni Morrison. And Toni Morrison, this melanin dominant black woman, sharing this particular thought. Major point that came out in the film for me was art. Wait a minute, art? And she didn't say science, because I got the influence from the words that I perceived that art includes science. And the melanin recessive inbred mutant, yes, I inbred. I, as a black man in the cold, dark, overcast environments, the North Pole, the South Pole, because the whole earth was melanin dominant. And with that, I had sex with somebody who survived in that cold, dark. And when I inbred, the genes were too similar. Father and daughter, brother and sister, mother and son. Those relations caused our child to come out with melanin recessive gene pool, because the genes were too similar. So with that occurring, melanin recessive, and so what happens if I inbreed? There's a mutation. My media, my connotations, I don't mean to wish to be, as Father Nature, I don't wish to be insulting or talk downward, but after reading the calendar and understanding how other black people in our art are communing and communicating, and what is that whole word, commune, coming together. We lived much more as a community. All right, so dealt with the pineal gland being divine, just countering the conspiracy. Got to deal with my knucklehead nephew. He did some stupid shit, and I can't, you can't be in my bloodline and cut up. After being able to receive what I get from Heej and deal with him on a daily basis, and then seeing what was shown on screen by Toni Morrison in her art, and I have to give kudos to the mutant woman who had the ability to feel the balance and make the statement of Toni Morrison, it's an art. And the way she put that film together with the editing, yes, other white men may have been involved, but I'll honor a white woman's gene or ability to tap into her own individuality and lining. A white man, his brain is too controlling from being that mutant with the calcified, and everything is stratified. No, it's got to be a specific science. Where am I? Down the street from MIT? What's this institution? Harvard? I am expecting them to share this kind of knowledge with me? They don't have it. So, raising consciousness. Are you keeping up? 22 minutes into the show, I have these Muhammad Ali, greatest fight, and that was against the white motherfucker. The system, the orientation of the government. Brad Pitt. I respect that mutant brother, but this ally and the male-female relationship, and there were some lines between some mob boss gangsters I hope to get to. I'm way off script. But dealing with Toni Morrison, and then with Larry Fishburne playing Thurgood Marshall. Now see, Thurgood, I love the portray and the work of Larry Fishburne as a media professional. But Thurgood, and trying to accommodate a calcified pineal gland structured just us system, just us. And what was I reading in the calendar? Can I even read another one? Today, May 8th, 2019, 10 years ago. Members of the Ku Klux Klan burn a cross in an African-American neighborhood, Ozark, Alabama, to intimidate the black residents. As Father Nature, all I can do is laugh at that shit. And so Thurgood trying to jump through white boys, calcified pineal glands, values, but he succeeded in dealing with that and became a quote-unquote Supreme Court Justice. Now, isn't a court a box within a frame? Don't go out, you get a foul. Yeah, put the ball in the hoop. Put the ball in the hoop. Run the ball up the field. Run the ball up the field. Yeah. You black. You got great athletics. You good. You motherfuckers keeping up with my mental gymnastics, bitch. I'm a media professional. I'm talking about the connotations of my motherfucking words. About who I am as a divine energy. You think, how they in the show last week talking about what black men think? And how often do you get to hear black men share this kind of consciousness about who we are and what we think and how we think about ourselves and how do we value ourselves? And how did the ancestors draw the one, was I talking about I? Individual, one, straight up and down. And as I dance with Master Heej in the Roxbury Tai Chi Academy, moving my body in one, 100, 0, how is that drawn? 365. I got the 1 up and down. I got the 0 encompassing. It's drawn flat, but it's an actual sphere like my head. 8. What's today's date? Oh, the 5th month. The 8th day. And how is that 8 drawn? Don't fuck with me and my thoughts. The 8 is drawn, the figure 8, a circle over a circle. On flat, it's only like that, but it's sphere over sphere. How are the ancestors communicating the meta-netta to you and I in the picture drawings? Oh, in the trophy case of the melanin recessive inbred mutant albino that has, I'm supposed to be showing you in front of the Museum of Fine Arts, the melanin dominant man on a horse. Like I said, so when RA gets his, I'm going to fly me a flag of a melanin recessive inbred mutant albino that was in 7 seconds with Wesley Snipes, him shaking like this. I'm going to put this on my digital flag and have it waving. Isn't that an insult? I'm going to take your land, bitch, and then use you as a mascot. In the intellectual mecca of the world, Boston. Yes, I parked my car in Harvard Yard. Yes, I'm a good nigga. I know how to be a good... No, I'm not down with Thurman. I mean, okay, we did good. That was good for then, but this is now. And I'm not being stuck on motherfucking stupid. Collide. That was a deep flick, too, about these mob bosses. Get to your script. Okay, I showed everything. 29 minutes in. Showed what black men think. Oh, I have to give to the knucklehead. Let's put him in here right now. Talking about countering the Tina's like, don't say nothing about him and his stupid ass. I'm like, first of all, let's go to the close-up shot That's Mommy. That's my mother. And this is a picture. I don't know if that's a good... I just saw it there myself, but I've been looking at my mother for so long and just thinking about what hoops she had to jump through. And now that's some of the other family. Grammy's in that picture, my father's mother. I'm dope, yo, I'm dope. I got my tuxedo on, 1980, going to my motherfucking senior prom. I got my inbred mutant albino chauffeur in the background. I was riding with this nice, fine... And see, we as black folks dealing with our own internal racism. I'm talking about, I was happy because she was light-skinned black woman. Growing up watching Marianne and Ginger on Gilligan's Island, and that image of white woman being bombarded into my psyche. What do I value? But now, as I'm looking for the mother of my children at 57 years of age, she has to definitely... I'm a perfectionist, as that Aquarius. Toni Morrison, her birthday was February 18th. She's an 88-year-old woman like that. And out of the clear blue sky, one of my ex called me up, yo, Ari, what you doing? Not too many people can go and appreciate this kind of film. I know you would. Come on, let's go to the Museum of Fine Arts. See this thing. I thought I interviewed Toni Morrison at some point. But who am I and what do I have to offer as a single, never married, no children, 57-year-old black man that has self-esteem and self-confidence? What did I go through to get here, being my mother's son? And there's my sister Tina, who's like, don't you say nothing about your nephew getting locked up, getting put in jail 3 times, 3 arrests or some stupid shit like that. 3 arrests, 18 motherfucking years old. He wasn't even born yet. Nah, I'm putting your business in Cambridge Street on internet. Look, you can't be blood to me. I'm a fucking perfectionist genius working towards understanding what it meant, what it means with my ancestors. When I was at the Museum of Fine Arts, I went into see and read the metanetta. Read the art. Just feeling the energy of the ancestors from the stolen African art in the Museum of Fine Arts. Stealing black shit. Got the black man out in front. I'm absorbing knowledge and who am I? Understanding, thinking. Alright, so I got those elements out the picture. Oh, Daddy, his birthday's tomorrow. Not today's May 8th. Daddy's birthday's May 10th. Tina sent me a text May 10th, 2019. Daddy would have been 79 years old. Mommy, Daddy, Richie, Tina, that's us. This is who we is. Look at this individual. Look at how was I raised? How square wearing bow ties and shit. This is the knucklehead. Who is that? And look, nice big old crucifix on his neck. Oh, I want to follow B Nana's dream. They weren't allowing black women to be ministers, so she was a black woman frustrated. And so I'm the firstborn male. And what's my aspirations? Who am I? What am I about? Okay. 59 minutes ain't enough. I'm reading or I'm listening to music, any type of media that I'm, taking in. What were black people meaning? So this is Saturday night, 5/4/19, 10:24. Somebody's watching me. Song. I have no privacy. Why won't they leave me be? Our values. Media influences. But are you divine? Meaning related to God. The reality of life as a melanin dominant black man with a liquid pineal gland. In Cambridge, operating out of the box of norm for melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland. My cell died, had to go to Cambridge side. Apple store, chose to eat, not come home, make my beans and franks, because that's what mommy made me do every Saturday night. You gotta learn to cook, boy. You go in there and make the beans and franks. Wow. But I don't go out often. Not too many people can handle me. So I'm out in public, shit. The visual appetite, I was overwhelmed. I'm looking for the mother of my child, the mother of my children. Am I square? I'm not sure how to handle. Should I walk over, introduce myself in the mall? I saw what I desired. Then comes black folks' issues of self-hate, doubt, significance, influence of white values, looking for a Thelma image, not the Esther Roll image, internal racism. I keep looking at that young version of Ginger Marianne. But albino women, This is a statement, whether I say it or not. Directions in. Shirt. I showed you the Tell Me Who I Am book. You divine or serve a divine energy. The depth of your mind and imagination. I'm Father Nature. I have to self-educate myself. Go beyond my imagination. Go beyond what I've been shown or taught. Oh. Dealing with outside issues. Let's go. Let's bring up the pictures. I'm putting you out there, young man. Don't fuck with Brother RA. I'm putting your ass on the, you, the family, everybody. Yeah. Fuck y'all. Y'all pay attention. Wake the fuck up, niggas. You're being my nephew. I got to share some consciousness with you. By any means necessary. Don't put the boy's business out there. Oh, he 18? You got a mug shot? Just talking about media and misinformation, miseducation, and so on. I mean, what's this say here? Oh, actually, this is the white woman that did the Toni Morrison film. But here, read this here real quick. I hope I only show the pictures I wish to show. A free society cannot help the many who are poor. It cannot save the few who are rich. Okay, Kennedy, I'm talking about I shouldn't be looking to you for saving myself. How is that one drawn? Going into the inner depths of your own internal psyche. Understanding who you are. Understanding we've survived in this particular environment. Okay, I showed his picture. Let's show her picture. The woman that I'm very impressed with, the white woman. And her name's Toni. This is the name of the flick that I saw. It hurt so hard. Just the drawing that white woman made as a caricature. A slave ship. You came to our continent, you found our land, exterminated the red man as an albino, found other niggas on a continent, and brought them over in slave ships and retarded us or made us go back in our education and have so much more fear and doubt in who we are. Where's your self-esteem and self-confidence? I, as Uncle R.A., am sharing knowledge with you, young black man. All of you who are capable of taking in this type of information. And I'm still looking for the mother of my children. What do I have to offer? You figure it out in the past 43 minutes. What reality are you living in? So I dealt with Emmanuel, 18 years old. Then there's two 37-year-old moms that have their own 17 or 13-year-olds. I am Father Nature. What are you doing telling our son he's a black man? Living and capable of sharing Brother R.A. media. Think, it's not illegal yet. George Clinton, who was my mentor, the reality on the various levels of your ability to absorb beyond the denotative, the connotative, innuendo, abstract. Abstract, how can abstract be in a court? There's no definition to the universe, the void, tell me who I am? Can a white man or my albino child with the calcified pineal gland define me? Can I or should I, Father Nature, have such an expectation of my child, male or female? How do I, as a black man, see myself? What is the power of the media? The one drawn, art drawings, metanetta. The base of the pyramid on your $1 bill, the pyramid is a square at its base, all four corners rising up to the all-seeing eye that is drawn. What is the meaning of that media? A square, 360 degrees, a circle, 360 degrees, a sphere, my head. How are my thoughts limited or contained in being one? Am I getting too deep? 46 minutes into the show? How is the number 9 drawn? A sphere at the top of a number 1. 9. Just how many levels of consciousness of yourself? I heard I should be playing Think Mega Rap Accountability Talk Rap, but I didn't get that queued up. Now, Toni Morrison's Foreigner's Home, Rain. Orso, married, has children, but I've actually begun to write her a love letter because of her ability of absorbing Toni Morrison's chi or energy and being able to convey it in a film. I can't expect white media to convey shit for Brother R.A. Calcified pineal gland, not capable. What does it mean to have a liquid pineal gland that balances? Am I communicating in my vision through the lens into you, the viewer? Just in my language of body posture? Did I contain the frame of the shot? So I'm in the upper third. So my eyes are above the visual line, communicating a message. Media professional. Oh my God. White woman produced this Toni Morrison thing. I called the Museum of Fine Arts and asked if they would possibly tell me how many tickets were sold just for that particular event. They would not give me that information, but I assessed maybe there were approximately 100 total people at the Museum of Fine Arts at 1 o'clock on the afternoon, where usually most go to church and are getting home, getting ready to cook or whatever. But 1 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon, I'm there. Mostly white people getting ready to watch Foreigner's Home. You know, that slave ship came out. I'm sitting there next to my black woman friend. I'm pointing. That's me. Kunta Kinte coming over in roots and shit. But she's like, don't you say nothing during the film, I'll knock you out. I'm like, just made it a gesture in the film. Didn't want to be loud and boisterous. But yeah, that's me coming over. Watching the film. But there were maybe 100 melanin recessive inbred mutant albino with a calcified pineal gland people in this auditorium, and there were no more, I swear. I kept looking around to see how many more black folks would come. There was no more than 20 black folks in that film. Oh, I kept talking to folks since the film last Saturday. I was talking to them. Oh, well, you know they don't advertise that shit in the black community. Whose responsibility is it to do what? Oh, should I not have taken that hit and gone this far out? Am I out or am I in? In myself, in my self-consciousness. You got 9 minutes left, nigga. Hurry the fuck up. Okay, so I showed that picture. Springfield College, you can do better. And I wish I could zoom in. What's this say? Bachelor of Science, Human Services. I mean, I'm just pointing out the nonsense media that I constantly ingest about how getting a good education at a white institution. My sister's a teacher. What is she teaching the kids? I'm about, don't put his shit out there. But teachers teach what? To who? Do black people get self-esteem and self-confidence taught to them about who they are? Or do they continuously ingest his story and don't delve deep enough into my story? Okay. 8 minutes left. Hurry the fuck up. No more than 10 people there at the place. And that occurred because I was watching Thurgood Marshall and I could only take that in bits. So I had to pause that. But then it's like, wow, how did my mind, how did my chi, how did my energy in trying to create media stop me right there? Girlfriend call me up, say, yo, let's go check out Toni Morrison, the author of The Bluest Eye. Let's go check out this film. And she sent me off in a different direction in my thoughts. Okay. Talked about Larry Fishburne. She said only certain folks can watch this. I was one. We were connected we were concerned that we would be in a long line. Get there 12:30 for a 1:30 showing. I'm impressed with the white woman who did that work. The image of slaves in the ship, foreigners home. I pointed to me on the ship. Toni referenced on purpose the double entendre of the title of the play. The foreigner's home. What kind of message are you conveying to me? Toni Morrison, 88-year-old, melanin-dominant, liquid fluid, pineal gland woman with... What is that first eye tapping into with your divinity? Foreigner's home. How can a foreigner be home? Huh? Okay. I gotta get out of here. Actually, the ride is coming. I'm going back to see the 4 o'clock showing this afternoon at the Museum of Fine Arts. I gotta see it again because it was that impressive. There was no long line. I'm impressed with the work. I talked about the double entendre, Thurgood. We have our own issues, as I made reference with what black men think. And should I be humble? Is my presentation humble? HBO Films, 50 years to law. I'm making reference to that. I'm getting nervous. Equal justice under law. Laws within a box. Supreme Court 7-1 against Plessy. Sat in separate but equal. Just too much to put in a show right now. Alright. I will continue later. And in the film, 65% said they liked the white doll better than the brown doll. Or the brown doll was bad. What kind of self-esteem do we have? The brown doll is bad? How much self-esteem and self-respect do you have as black motherfuckers? Oh, don't call us motherfuckers. What do you mean? What's the connotation? What am I expressing? How am I feeling? I'm sorry.